If he says you can't know the real world, what question are you going to ask him?
How do you know what you know right now?
How do you know that about the real world?
I watched a lot of your videos, and I especially enjoyed your debate with Alex O'Connor.
Yeah.
And you also reference a lot of ideas with Aquinas, but I'd like to turn to Kant for a second. Per Kant's transcendental idealism, it follows that the objects of experiences are mere appearances, and that the nature of things as they are in themselves is consequently unknowable to us. If there is a fundamental separation between our perceived phenomena and physical nomina, and that we are confined to our perceptions, how do your statements transcend this and see truth?
Okay, this is a great question. It may sound a little technical, but all modern philosophy goes through Immanuel Kant, and Immanuel Kant has probably affected your thinking more than Jesus has, even if you're a Christian. What? Because here's what Kant said, basically. Kant said, I'm unpacking that in modern language, in common language. Kant said you can't know the real world. That's how you can remember Kant. Because Kant said there's phenomena out there, but when the phenomena gets to your brain categorizes it in such a way that you can't know the real world. All you can know is what your brain does to it. So there's a bifurcation between the phenomena and what he called the noumena. Okay? You can't get at the real world. It's just phenomena. Here's the problem with Kant's whole philosophy. If he says you can't know the real world, what question are you going to ask him?
How do you know what you know right now?
How do you know that about the real world? Why can Kant know about the real world, but we can't? Right? So Kant's philosophy on that point is completely self-defeating because he's telling you what the real world is like, and he's exempting himself from his own theory. Now, Kant was a theist, but I find that common in atheists today. Like, for example, an atheist will say that everyone's a molecular machine. But they don't think they're molecular machines, right? If they do, why should they believe the thought that everyone's a molecular machine? They came to that conclusion because physics told them that. Or, for example, Daniel Dennett, who teaches at Tufts University, he said consciousness is an illusion. One wonders if he was conscious when he wrote that, okay? Because he doesn't think his consciousness is an illusion. He needs his consciousness to write books to tell other people that consciousness is an illusion. But if consciousness is an illusion, how does he even know it's an illusion? Yeah. You've got to get outside of your consciousness to know, hey, this is just an illusion. So Kant, like Dennett, is self-defeating at its core. And if you go to chapter, I want to say it's chapter 2 of I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. It might be chapter 1 or 2. We deal with Kant's argument in there.